You have not even started the task, but you have already made it harder. One message, one headline, one clip while the computer wakes up. 20 minutes later, you return to the task carrying 3 conversations, someone else's argument, a comparison you did not need, and a problem you cannot solve today. Then you call the task difficult. Maybe it is difficult, but you did not meet it alone. You invited a crowd into the room first. That is how attention gets spent before you have used it. Not in one dramatic failure, in small, automatic openings that give the outside world first access to your mind. You know the moment. You sit down to write, study, apply, practice, plan, or build. The first step feels vague or exposing. You do not want to see the weak draft, the unanswered question, or the size of the work. So, you reach for something easier. You tell yourself you are only checking a notification. Then you check the group chat. Then a link. Then a video about the work you were meant to do. You come back with more information, but less direction. The dangerous part is that it does not feel like a decision. It feels like a pause. But pauses have a direction. Some return you to yourself, others hand you to whatever was loud enough to catch you. By the time you reopen the document, the difficult work has not changed. You have simply made yourself less available for it. Your attention is most vulnerable at the doorway of effort. The first minutes of serious work are usually not satisfying. You have to decide what matters, tolerate uncertainty, and make an imperfect move before you know it will work. A feed asks almost nothing of you. It offers a ready-made next thing. If you keep escaping at the doorway, you practice a quiet rule. Whenever work asks you to think, someone else gets to choose what you think about instead. The cost is not only the time that gets lost. It is the work you never stay with long enough to understand. The skill you keep restarting. The decision you keep postponing. The project that remains an idea because the first uncomfortable stretch always becomes somebody else's content. Sometimes, what looks like a lack of talent is a lack of protected entry. This matters more in the AI age, not because a tool can do everything, and not because distraction makes anyone worthless. It matters because tools can now give you more suggestions, drafts, options, and input than you can reasonably use. Access is becoming easier. Choosing the real problem is not. Judging an answer is not. Staying with a piece of work until it becomes useful is not. The capable person will not be the one who consumes the most advice or generates the most tabs. It will be the person who can enter a problem without immediately leaving it, make a judgment, and finish a clear next piece of work. AI can widen your options. It cannot protect the moment when you decide whether your own task gets first access to you. Try one closed-door start tomorrow. Before one meaningful work session, take a card or a blank note and write 3 lines. By the end of this session, I will have name one visible output, a rough page, a solved problem set, a sent application, a revised proposal, a working sketch. The first physical action is make it small enough to begin now. Open the source file, write the ugly first sentence, list the 3 questions, make the first calculation. I check messages at. Choose a time after the work block, not whenever the urge arrives. Put the phone where you must stand up to reach it. Close every tab that does not serve the output. Start with the physical action on the card. If you break the boundary, do not turn it into a moral failure. Write what pulled you away, return to the card, and do the next physical action for 2 minutes. The goal is not a perfect day. The goal is to stop letting one escape decide the rest of the session. You do not need to become harder to reach because you hate the world. You need to become harder to reach at the exact moment your own work needs you. That is not a detox, it is a decision about first access. Protect the doorway. Let the work get first access to you.